that down, let's move on to this, shall we? Well, there was a little bit of a disturbance in the force yesterday.
I felt it.
Yeah, and I think the world felt it. Because as you know, Marvel did their absolutely craptacular chair watch for revealing the first half of the cast of Doomsday. I'm glad they made the announcement. Stupidest way in history you could have done it. What a piece of crap that whole event
But we're still
was.
talking about it now.
Because of how crappy it was. We're still talking about Morbius, but not
true.
for good reason.
And Madam Web.
Anyway, very excited for Avengers Doomsday. Very excited for Doomsday. Now, one of the big questions, of course, coming along is, will Deadpool be in it? And that's been a big question. Now, the reason that is such a prominent question is because you have to go all the way back to 2021 to a movie that made as much or more than Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine made over $1.3 billion. The MCU has not done that since, and they did not do it previous to that until all the way back at Spider-Man No Way Home, back in 2021. That makes Deadpool pretty significant and important to what they're doing and how they're doing it. But been absolutely zero word. I may have known some stuff. Some stuff I let Rob in on that Rob will never say. But
I'll never tell.
Hey, tell me.
well, you know too. You were in the room when we talked about it.
I was in the room, like a fly on the wall.
Room where it happened. Anyway. So then, out of nowhere, Ryan Reynolds, who a good Canadian kid, who's very active social media-wise, out of nowhere, like a fart in a dinner party, he just drops this. Just drops the Avengers A with the anarchy symbol put over top of it, which of course has spurred Ryan Reynolds. These are the headlines everywhere, understandably. Ryan Reynolds teases Deadpool / Avengers crossover as Doomsday enters 4th month of production. Let me say this. I love Deadpool, and obviously I'm a big Ryan Reynolds fan, and Deadpool is huge and awesome and fantastic, but it would be Deadpool joining in an Avengers movie. Avengers is way bigger than Deadpool. It is not a Deadpool Avengers crossover. It is Deadpool coming into an Avengers movie. But obviously, the conversation has now turned. This is it. This is confirmation that Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, is going to be in Avengers Doomsday. Now, liken unto our conversation about Scorpion and Venom, nowhere in the post that Michael put out about Scorpion did he say, oh, by the way, I'm also playing Venom.
Right.
Ryan Reynolds has, as of this moment, 11:56 a.m. Los Angeles time, I have not seen any confirmation that Ryan Reynolds has said, I am going to be in Avengers Doomsday. Maybe they're changed the name of it to Avengers Deadpool. But I've not seen him confirm that here, so it may not be the case. He's clearly hinting at it, though. I mean, Ryan Reynolds is very savvy social media-wise. He's not... I 100% believe there are actors who just put random stuff up sometimes and meant nothing by them. Ryan Reynolds knows social media. I'm going to arguably say better than any other celebrity in the world. Maybe Dwayne Johnson a little bit more, but Ryan Reynolds understands social media. He understands exactly how to pluck the strings. He knows exactly what kind of reaction every kind of post will get. And if Ryan is posting this, to me, that's a pretty clear overture that Deadpool is going to be a part of Avengers. Now, part of the reason why this is so interesting, besides the fact that he is the biggest box office draw Marvel has had since 2021, what makes it so interesting is it goes back to a conversation, Rob, you and I have been having for 6 years now since they announced the Fox takeover, is how do you put Deadpool in with other MCU characters? Because if you either got to let Deadpool be Deadpool, which is going to make those movies R-rated, or you got to come up with something very creative to tone down Deadpool to the point that he's not Deadpooling as much, the Deadpoolining, and it fits more in with an Avengers thing. Because listen, I don't believe Deadpool at any point in this movie is going to scream at Shang-Chi, you know, shut your red leather wearing ass up before I stick my dick in your mouth. Like I just don't see that happening in an Avengers movie. I just don't see it happening. So it's going to be really interesting if he is indeed popping up in it. How are they going to fit him in? Are they going to literally break fourth wall and censor beep him, which I've always thought would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
Are they going to just have him use language that won't ruffle the MPA, but is clearly, maybe you do so. There was a movie once where somebody was trying to swear, but they were in a different world where every time they try to swear, it was The Good Place. Whenever she tries to swear,
they say forking.
It comes out as a cleaner word. Maybe they're going to do that to him. I don't know. But anyway, Rob, you hear about this. 2 questions. Is Ryan Reynolds just send up the flare in the air that Deadpool's going to be in Avengers Doomsday? If so, how do you see him fitting in with an Avengers lineup? What do you think?
Well, first of all, I've always maintained, and I still believe this, that both Wolverine and Deadpool are in this movie because they're bringing the Fox X characters back for a final hurrah. And I think that the way that they can fit Deadpool in the film, I think the stakes in this movie are going to be huge because you're dealing with ultimately the collapse of many universes that lead into Secret Wars. And if they follow, I'm just going by the comic.
Yeah.
And if the Secret Wars storyline is followed, if they go with Hickman's Secret Wars and Doom creates Battle World, and you're testing all these heroes, and I think that the situation's going to be so dire that Deadpool will come in. First of all, he is a great fighter, and he is a great. He's resilient because you can't really hurt him. So they
had that line, Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe.
Right. Fred Hendricks. Yeah, you can totally do that. And I think that you could make Deadpool come into, if the X-Men are fighting the Avengers, like some people have talked about, or they're fighting Doom, or they're fighting somebody, and Deadpool suddenly finds his way in, and like he's almost like a last-minute save, like Han Solo and the Falcon at the end of Star Wars. He could come in and literally, like as the apocalypse is happening around him, fight in where the stakes are real. If you make the stakes real, and we're seeing the deaths of, I don't know, Cyclops again. I don't know what it is, but if the situation is dire enough and you drop Deadpool in the middle of it, he has to rock and roll. So there's not a lot of time for quips, but I'll bet you they figure out a way to include Deadpool and make it poignant to the point where, because he loves the X-Men, and if he's seeing people that he loves and admires taken out and he gets angry and he's going to be one that he knows he's going to survive, or for whatever reason, they could use him in a humorous way, but they could also use him in a poignant way because he's probably going to have to watch Wolverine go out too. And I can imagine that last hurrah or whatever. Can you imagine Wolverine and Deadpool are the only ones left and all the other X-Men are dead or whatever? The universe is coming down, collapsing around them. And, the last thing is this Hugh Jackman's Wolverine going out and Deadpool can't save him. I mean, and then you're going to have the ultimate Ryan Reynolds Deadpool quip line that's going to make the whole audience cry. I could see that. I'm getting chills just thinking about that. I wish people would let me make stuff up like this all the time.
How fast in the marketing, if Deadpool does end up being in Avengers Doomsday, how quickly in the marketing do you have him repeating the line, "I am Marvel Jesus"?
Well,
or something along those lines.
I think there's the line you use.
Yeah.
In the midst of all this mayhem, Deadpool shows up and he's looking at the X-Men fighting the Avengers or Doom or whatever, and he shows up and says that. That's like the equivalent of On Your Left in the Avengers Endgame. The audience would love it. That would bring down the house.
And then asking Chris Hemsworth, "Why were you crying?"
Yeah.
something along those lines.
And finding him. Oh, dude, you just solved it. That's got to be
marketing.
right there. I'm telling you.
Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about all this? I mean, it seems like Ryan Reynolds just confirmed, again, got to put a bit of an asterisk beside that he might be a part of Avengers Doomsday. Again, he is the single biggest star they've had in the MCU since 2021. No MCU movie, and there's been a bunch of them, has made nearly as much as Deadpool and Wolverine since that time. I mean, he's kind of the biggest star right now. What do you think about it? How do you think they're going to use him if they do?
I think they're good if they have Chair Watch 2.
I hope so.
I think they come in together.
Well, here's the thing.
I think
I was thinking
both
this.
be in it.
You know how in Chair Watch, it ended with Robert Downey Jr. in the chair. I think if they do Chair Watch 2, it's going to be Ryan Reynolds in the chair. I still do not believe Hugh Jackman's going to be in it.
Oh,
Again, I don't know that for fact. I'm just saying, as a fan speculating.
I'm willing to bet
it.
you $1 million
It's actually going to
internet dollars.
It's actually going to be Hugh Jackman in the chair.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but I mean, I could be wrong. I'd be happy to be wrong about this.
It'd be Hugh Jackman in the chair, and then Ryan Reynolds is going to pull the chair out from under him. He's going to fall on his ass. It's going to. I'm guaranteed. They for that reason alone, because they've got to have them both in the movie.
I don't think they have to.
They have to.
I'll go so far as to say this. I don't think they have to have either of them in the movie.
Well, look, you got to have.
No. I'm not saying it wouldn't be good to do it. I'm just saying I don't think they have to.
They've got to be on Battle World together. Fighting.
We'll see. All right, guys, whatever you think about this, jump on down in the comment section below and leave your thoughts there. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.